because Buckbeak is not a duck beak. Therefore, it deserves some talons. Hello folks, Grace here, and thank you for joining me today. The project that we're working on right now is the second in a series of 3 plushes that I'm making for a dear friend and her soon-to-be-born child. So these plushes are all based around Harry Potter because we love those novels, but we're not going to support J.K. Rowling. And so that's why I'm making them. So the first one you may have seen is my cute baby spider. He's very cute. And since I had started with the spider, which obviously is a very simple one as far as plushes go, but I decided to theme my plushes all around animals that Hagrid owned. So this one is going to be a baby hippogriff. And then we'll figure out what the third one's going to be. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Welcome. Some things have changed around here, namely this shelf, and also I used to be facing this way. Now I'm facing this way, so we got a little more elbow room, a little more organized in my craft room here. Also, Fox is here licking herself, being a good girl. She's like, hey, you turned the camera on? All right, so this is day 2 of working on this baby hippogriff plush. Where we left off, I had just completed this lovely little head. You can see I have a pin here marking the center of the face so that it doesn't get lost. My little cheeks here, there's going to be a beak here. And the next step on this journey is to make the beak. There's going to be a beak here. So setting the head aside, we are taking out the dark gray yarn, and this seems like it's going to be a little quick bit here, so we'll just jump right into that. Hello folks. Well, I guess I don't need to say that. This is day 3 of the same project, but it's day 3 and we're going to continue on with the body of our hippogriff. So we have the head, we have the beak, now we're going on to the body, and hopefully we'll be finishing this today. That's the goal. I may, depending on how long it takes me to finish this one, change my course of action. The third one I was going to make a little dragon. That would go with the theme to make baby Norbert, or Norberta. But again, it's going to depend on how long it takes me to finish Buckbeak here. But we have Aragog, we're going to have Buckbeak, and then maybe Norbert. Maybe I should make Fluffy instead. I don't know. I feel like the dragon brings home the theme in a better way. And then I can make this child a Fluffy for their first birthday. I can just make them a magical creature every year for their birthday. They're gonna be like, oh my god, my mom's friend is so lame. She crochets me these stupid dolls. I hope not. I hope for my friend's sake that their child doesn't think Harry Potter is stupid, because she is gonna be heartbroken if that is the case. Oh. I've done this backwards. This is supposed to be the butt of the hippogriff, and the thing that I thought was talking about changing to the white of the chest at the top was changing to the white of the chest at the bottom. So actually the first 15 rows are supposed to be this dark gray. Oh goodness, I have to undo it. This is like an hour of work. I guess it could be worse. It could be so much worse. Let's go ahead and take these guys out of here. Switching back to the light gray. So I'm just gonna tie these together because it's gonna be stuffed inside anyway. If it wants to let me. Okay. Actually, I guess I have to decide right now which one's the inside or the outside so I know what to do with these. Yeah, this one's just smoother. This is gonna be, feels wrong though. These stitches are so much neater and they feel like they should be the outside. But then I have this big seam, but then also that big seam is not actually that noticeable. And I'm gonna have legs and wings and tail to disguise it. So I guess, yeah. I'm pretty sure I can change my mind later and just pull this through to the other side if I need be. Okay. So then, the next 3 rows I'm just doing single crochet. This feels so small compared to the head. Like I feel like I can put this inside the head. It's the whole bottom part of the body. I'm sure once we add the legs on, it'll feel proportionally all right. So then I'm gonna leave a little bit of length to sew this on, pull this through. There's one leg, it's one back leg. I'm just slowly accumulating like just body parts over here. It's a bit wild looking. Okay, so now I'm gonna repeat this all over again. I'm gonna do it exactly the same way so that I don't have any issues with them looking very different. Dog has moved from her bed to under my chair and now she's just slowly been inching her way closer to the door. It's like she wants to leave, but she doesn't want me to know that she wants to leave. You know what I mean? You can go. You can. No, that's not. Now I guilted her and she's back under my chair. I didn't mean to. So I'm on the first of my 2 front legs, just, you know, for those who were keeping track. First we made our head, then we made our beak. We also have our body, we have our haunches, which are gonna go on to our body as like the hip area. Then we have our legs. I have them kind of wrapped up in their little sets here. So this is our back legs. And then we have these, they're called ears, but they're like head wings. So we have those guys. And then we have the front legs and the wings left to make. We'll get there. Are these as neat as I would like them to be? No. Are they doing the thing I want them to do? Questionable. That is questionable at best. But to undo them at this point would mean basically cutting them off and losing all this yarn, and I don't know what lengths, so we're gonna stick with it because Buckbeak is not a duck beak, therefore it deserves some talons. Honestly, I think they're fine as is. I think the talons did the thing they're supposed to do, which makes it look slightly more like a bird claw, but also slightly more like a dinosaur, but then also that is a bird claw, so I'm fine with that. So then that's one leg down. Let's do front leg numero dos. Take it to the top of this front leg pattern. Now we have our head, we have our body, we have our haunches, our hind legs, our beak, our ears, and our front legs, which stand on their own, which I'm pretty happy about. Now we need wings, and then we're ready to assemble. So, color on the wingtips is not quite perfected. You can try if you like, but this pattern will give you a sample solid color wing. Okay, well, I don't necessarily need my wings to be multicolored. I'm good with them just being light gray, and you know, if at the end we dislike it, I will try again. My friends, the time has come. We have all of the component pieces, and we are now going to assemble and then stuff our hippogriff. Y'all may remember that I, had to purchase some polyfill. I still have the vast majority of it. That I bought because I wasn't comfortable just stuffing a baby's toy with whatever I had around. I wanted to get something that I could at least point to and trust, so that like if the baby has an adverse reaction, we can know maybe they're allergic to polyfill instead of just, whatever was in that pillow. I have spaced some things out, so I made some eyes off stream. They're literally just black circles. So I spaced out where those are going and where the ears are going here. I also know that the mouth is going here, but I wanted to wait. I have to stuff this in order to get it to have like a beak shape. And I think I want to make it a little oblong. But I'm going to go through and attach all these, and then we're going to stuff the head. Then we have the body. We have to stuff all of the legs and the haunches. I'm not exactly sure how much I should stuff these, but they're supposed to go on here and look like haunches. We'll figure that out. And then we're going to attach all these. I'm just going to take this yarn out of here because we don't need it taking up space, since we don't need more of it at this time. Our eyes and ears are already attached and pinned to the head, and so now this is just a matter of sewing them on. So then let's do it. They're so splayed out, but like they kind of need to be because I need these two to fit in between. But this looks so stupid right now. It looks so stupid. Okay. Next is haunches. As I said before, I don't know that it's necessarily worth stuffing these because like this is the most that I'll get out of them. And that's not gonna like require any stuffing at all. I can do that with strategic stitching. So then these are gonna go here on the sides. Let's do it. Ta-da! Here is my little baby hippogriff. We have wings and tail. We have haunches. We have back legs. We have front legs. We have beak, eyes, ears. It's the whole thing. I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it does look like a little baby buckbeak. If like a weird anthropomorphized one, it's clearly meant to like sit like this. So I think for that position, this works great. It's very well weighted. I think it's great there. I wish that the arms came down a little bit instead of sticking out. Maybe I should have stuffed them less. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This project was really special to me, and I hope that you guys like it as much as I do. I mean, he's just so cute, this little buckbeak, or she. I think buckbeak was a female in the books. Can't be sure because it's been a minute since I read them, but I'm really happy with how this came out. I was a little overwhelmed there for a bit. I struggled with the pattern at parts because some things were completely left out and other things were very unclear as to how you were to go about them. It was a free pattern, so you know, I definitely got my money's worth, and I think that this came out just perfect. If you enjoyed this video or you enjoy my other work, there's plenty to go watch. Please like, share, subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts on how this little guy came out in the comments down below. We try to post most Fridays, but if you want to make sure not to miss any, remember to ring the notification bell. You've been great. I've been Grace. Remember to be excellent to each other. Till next week. Bye!